Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for serious tarot people. In fact, generally serious people, plainly right across the board, but certainly focused on tarot at this point. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Those are the three options, right? Like, subscribe. Especially the subscribe part. Like is pretty good. Sharing, that's kind of up to you. But the people around me constantly remind me, please, we are fighting for our data space on the internet. It's all about the numbers. And so like, subscribe, share, those things are helpful, I guess. So thank you very much for doing so if you feel so moved. Back to where we're at, and that is, of course, is tarot. That is manifesting tarot, and it is working to inspire you. Your ability to manifest is something that is given to you from birth. It really is not acted upon until you're somewhere between 5 and 10 years of age. That's where you become kind of connected to your environment. Under 5, you're really not consciously connected, you're just in it. But when you get between 5 and 10 is when you really begin to kind of make the connections. And when you do, that's when you start manifesting, hoping and wishing for things. Usually it's in a negative way. No, I don't want to take the test. No, I don't want that person. No, I don't. No. And that many times that stuff happens to you. That's because you followed the manifesting rules, but you did it out of fear. Fear is the number one thing that rules all human beings. Scare them, you got them. Simple as that. It's a self-preservation response necessary to continue the species. You got to pay attention to dangers, and so we're heavily focused on dangers. But that's what also condemns us. Because at any point in time, if they can shift those fear levers, they got you. And they know it. They know it. So everything that surrounds you now, and literally, we are in a bath of garbage, an electronic bath of garbage. You got commercials that lie to you in every way possible. Oh yeah, the commercial will say, hey, we're working a deal on life insurance these days. Well, the reason they're working a deal on life insurance these days is because the actuaries, the people who keep track of the numbers of people who are dying, they do that for insurance purposes primarily, but for other businesses as well, they're noticing over the past 4 years, magically, more and more people are dying sooner than they expected, especially young people dropping dead. And the numbers are obvious. They're not overwhelming yet, but the numbers are increasing. More and more people dying, sicker people going on. And it's all happened within the last 4 years. And so the life insurance companies, and life insurance, there you go. You want to talk about a lie? It has nothing to do with life. It has to do with you dying. Okay, it's death insurance is what it is. But anyway, in the euphemism, life insurance, they have to pay out when somebody passes away. And they're passing away sooner. They're passing away sicker. I guess if you get sick, you pass away. I guess it's too connected. But you get the idea. And so they were afraid just a few years ago, man, we're going to go bankrupt. Ooh. So what they did, as opposed to raising the rates, so many people were dying, they do what they do at the Fed. They just print more money. In other words, they're going to lower the prices on life insurance, thinking you're getting some sort of a deal. What they're doing is bringing in more money so that they can cover people dying, because they see their actuaries see the numbers. And it's a frightening trend. I add to that the fact that we're not procreating because our environment is poisoned. So women's eggs are not as good. Men are not loaded with sperm as they used to be. In fact, men are seeing a 1% drop in sperm every year, and they've done this for over 40 years. So you're seeing all over the world fewer and fewer people making babies. In fact, in Japan, it's been several months already since they've had a live birth in Japan. So life insurance is just one example. Every commercial, hurry up, quick, limited quantities. You don't have much time for this. That's what they're doing. They're pushing a button, panic, worry. Because they know that that's what motivates us. Scare us, you got us. It's a simple lesson, and they've learned it very well. Unfortunately, we haven't. So that's the reason for the tarot. To get you to manifest, to get you to believe in your ability to create the pictures in your head, to believe that you have the power to make your world better. You're going to solve the world problems? No. But if you take care of yours a little bit better, and the person next to you takes care of theirs a little bit better, and around them, before you know it, you got enough people where it really can make a difference. And right now, I think we need that, because I'm looking at Washington right now. I voted for the current administration because there was no other option. Previous administration was doing all that they could to tear America into pieces. And anybody who disagrees with that, I challenge you to come up with a list of things that you would do to destroy any nation, not just America, any nation. And you would find that what the last administration has done, obviously in the open, is what you would do to tear things apart. So I said, well, okay, that being the case, I got to go for the guy in the red hat. And to this point, I never had much faith, but I had hope. Now, the faith is still not where it should be, and the hope is diminishing. But I said some time ago that I would give them to July the 4th, 2026. That's the 250th birthday of the United States of America. It's a year and a half from now. Give them that long. I want to see what they do for the middle class. I want to see what they do for the poor. I don't give a damn what they do to the rich, because the rich have already stolen just about everything they can. When you have 92% of the wealth in the United States owned by a half of 1%, come on. It's not even an argument. So I want to see what the current administration is going to do to make life considerably better, more optimistic, more positive for the middle class and the poor. Between now, July 4th, 2026, they don't deliver. I think we need to rewrite everything. I mean everything. Because America, as we've known it for the past 250 years, can't continue. Can't continue. There's no support. It is vile, corrupt. It's the mafia. Period. And no party can stop it, apparently. They're all bought out, swindled, whatever the hell the case may be, blackmailed. So they can't get a damn thing done, which means what? The average person suffers, apparently. So again, between now, July the 4th, 2026, you guys better make it better. But in the meantime, we have to live through this shower of shit that's being thrown at us from all over the place. Everybody. Medical, insurance, government, tech, everything is a lie. In fact, I really have come to believe that the number one rule in business, everybody would go, well, let's make profit. No, that's number two. Number one, cheat your customer. If you cheat your customer, now you can get rich. And that's what they do. So in effect, that's the energy today. Let's take a look and see how you can manifest better, if it resonates with you. Let's get to it. Middle card is the Oracle card. On either side, there are two tarot cards, but the Oracle card gives us an overall feeling for what's going on in the reading today. And today it is chaos and conflict. Oof. Can't say it better. That's exactly what it is. Just keep stirring the pot, stirring the spot. It's a shit stew. But if they keep stirring it, we get confused. We get overloaded. And the number up in the right-hand corner is 33. That is a master number telling you that this chaos and conflict is critical. The Hopi Indians have had a prediction of the future, and I think they've had it for over 1,000 years, maybe 2,000 years. I can't remember. But they talk about a man, in the end times, a man in a red hat or red cap, hat, whatever. I can't remember the exact translation, but you get the idea. Something he puts on his head, some cap or hat or whatever, it's red. Well, he's going to be instrumental in what happens, and we will always have a choice. And how we impact the guy in the red hat or cap or whatever it is will have a profound effect on how things turn out. But he seems to be the pivot point. Well, I'm thinking I know of only one person who is famous for wearing a red cap. He's in the White House. Like I said, between now and July 4th, 2026, he better deliver, or Hopi Indians say it's going to be tough. So we'll see. So let's get to the reading, folks, shall we? All the way to the left, we begin with the card Seven of Cups. Cups are things that we're emotionally attached to. It's not necessarily a romantic relationship or anything like that. It's, are you attached to the things? Are you attached to something else? Are you spiritual? Are you material? What moves your heart? What moves your spirit? And the Seven of Cups says, man, we have so many distractions, this guy just can't make up his mind. Hasn't gotten a clue. And when you get into that position where you think you have so many choices, you're never happy with the choice that you made because, well, geez, I could have this too. Why did I settle for this when I could have had this? Why did I pick that when I could have done that? Why did I? And so no matter what your choice is, you're unhappy. Chaos and conflict. Chaos and conflict. Particularly noticeable, by the way, in women. I remember a couple of times I'd go shopping with my wife. She would go into the store thinking, well, I want this dress, this pair of shoes, this whatever the heck it was. And she got in there and she started to compare what was there, and I can't make up my mind. Help me. And if I said something, man, I don't want that. Well, then what the hell are you asking me for? Chaos and conflict. Chaos. The more choices you think you have, the fewer choices you really do have. And that's what the Seven of Cups is all about. We're coming to that realization. It's a game. They want to throw all this crap at me, so I am confused. I'm overwhelmed. Next card over is the Two of Swords. You got to make a decision. It's in reverse right now, so you haven't made the decision. I would advise you not to make a decision because we're heading into, as we speak, we got the eclipse. We also have the Venus retrograde, which means your value system is up for grabs and change anyway. And then in a week or two, we got Mercury retrograde. So you couldn't find your ass with a flashlight. So I would advise anybody, if you're in a position right now, don't make a decision. Take in information, observe, but be honest. Wait till about the middle of April. Things I think will become much more clear. But for right now, there are so many options, so many choices. Is the government going to work? Is it not going to work? What are they going to try to save? Hey, what's this deal with the tapes or the information or what's coming out? What are they holding back? It's all just, like I said, it's a shit stew. And you won't be able to make heads or tails out of it. Again, we got the eclipse that just happened. We got the Venus retrograde starting and Mercury retrograde in another week or so. Wait till the middle of April. You're going to make a decision and you're going to be sure about it. And then you get to the middle of April and you go, what the hell was I thinking? You weren't. Next card over is the King of Wands. Kings make proclamations. And so what the King of Wands is essentially saying, take a risk. Take a risk in yourself. Believe in yourself. I know. We're not trained to believe in ourselves, but take a risk. And this is the perfect time. Eclipse, Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, all the way till middle of April. Yeah, just stand back. Get out of the shit show. Take a look. Give yourself the distance that you need, the perspective that you need to be able to make a decision. You get to the middle of April, end of April, believe me, it's still going to be a shit show or a shit stew. It's okay. You'll see your options better. And one of the things you need to keep in mind through this next 6 weeks, 8 weeks, here's the meme for today. Compulsive liars shouldn't frighten you. They can't harm you. You know they're compulsive liars. Don't listen to them. On the other hand, compulsive believers, they should terrify you because they are the liars' enablers. This is why for the next 6 to 8 weeks with the planetary actions, don't make a decision. Don't just stand back and look. Do not stay in this mess, this chaos and conflict. Don't do it. Because when you're in the middle of it, you can't see a damn thing. Step out of it. By the middle to end of April, you'll see things a little more clearly. It's not going to necessarily be a prettier picture, but you'll see them a little more clearly. And by that, I mean the Four of Wands, the final card. Wands are positivity, enthusiasm, joy, excitement, gratitude. You're looking for harmony. You're looking for excitement. You're looking for stability. And the only way that you're going to get that is by standing back for the next 6 to 8 weeks and observing. Because I'm telling you, things will take a turn. Anytime you get into these retrograde actions, especially the planets that are closer to the sun, closer to us, man, stuff just keeps changing and shifting. You think, oh, I made my decision, and then a day later you go, what the hell was I thinking? Okay, I'm going to go this way. And then 24 hours later, what the? You're chasing your tail. You're like the cat chasing the laser beam on the floor. I mean, 6 to 8 weeks, stand back, observe. Take yourself out of the picture. Just observe. That'll be plenty enough. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao manifested reading. Hope you're here with me. Look forward to it every day. In any event, between now and the next time you and I do get together, peace and blessings.